Well, good morning and welcome back. The sun is rising and we have an upgrade available. Excellent. Look at this. Nice. This is a great way to start the day. So we've got an upgrade, which means we can now add another department. And I want to add the commerce division because we do not need drones in this city. I really want to work on commerce because I want to be able to send Omega trucks to other cities. So the one thing that I am curious about is, am I going to have space? I'm hoping that it'll fit right here, and it doesn't. I don't want to lose a factory. So as I said, maybe last episode, we may have to relocate this community college. So let's figure out where we're going to put the community college. Well, you know what? This may be an easy. This may be easy. Let's just put the community college. Yeah, we needed to find a use for this area once we got rid of the mega tower. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now it still has to hire, but let's go ahead and let's do that. I'll laugh if this department doesn't fit, but I mean we could just update and move that road, but I think we're going to be okay. All right. Commerce division. Yep. Let's line it up. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, what that means is we now have the opportunity to send. We now have the opportunity to send 20 Omega heavy trucks out because I want both of these cities at the same time to send Omega to this city. This is the second city that we worked on, and this city, really what I was trying to accomplish was research with the academy. The city, we had to send simoleons from the first city because it never completely made it financially, but I knew that at some point, in addition to sending funds, we'd be sending Omega. And once these buildings become Omega franchises, because there is zero Omega going on here, once this becomes an Omega franchise, that's going to change. That's going to change the equation. So yeah, welcome back to more SimCity. We are 4 cities in. This was our first city. That's the second. Over there is the third. That's the third city. And now the fourth city. So wonderful. One of the things, two things that I wanted to do in this region. I wanted to do more kind of going from city to city, more bouncing back and forth. And what we're doing in this region, in this season, we are treating Omega. We're treating Omega almost as if it's got medicinal purposes. We know that Omega, we don't really know what it is, but we know that it's actually kind of sinister in some ways, and it makes people sick. But because of the crater here that has radiation, we haven't seen zombies yet, but what we're kind of, as we're telling the story and we're playing around with this, We're pretending that the radiation causes zombies, and we're pretending that the omega, instead of being something sinister, helps to prevent, as people consume the omega, it helps to prevent them turning into zombies. Just just part of the story that we're telling with this particular region and city. So yeah, welcome back. I'm excited. I've never had two cities send omega to one city. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait to get started with that. Before we do that, one thing that I do want to do, um, every once in a while at the beginning of an episode, I want to just kind of blend in a mini tutorial. We've talked about omega in a prior episode. I spent some time doing omega. I've done episodes where I begin by talking about other aspects of the game. So that's what I want to do is let's spend some time talking about a comment that I received. So I got a comment from a viewer who was asking about game speed and why I play the game at turtle speed. If you are unfamiliar, if you've not played, you can run a city at three different speeds. There's turtle speed, there's llama speed, and then there's cheetah speed. And the person was asking why I do it at turtle. And their rationale was, why not play at a higher speed? People will move into the city faster and buildings will be built quicker and basically everything will take place faster. There are two there are two directions. There's a technical reason, if you will, for why I play at this speed, and then there's also a kind of a personal reason for why I play at this speed. So let's kind of go through uh, both reasons for why I play at turtle speed. And I want to before I start, I want to preface this by saying what I love about SimCity or any city builder is it's a sandbox. So I'm going to give you my reasons, but that doesn't mean that you should completely change the way you play. If you like to play at cheetah speed, wonderful, play at cheetah speed. But I just want to go through some of my rationale because some of it does have a technical, helpful component to it. So, but yeah, when I look at a city, if I'm playing a city, I want the city to function like it's realistic. When I look at this city, the cars are moving at what I consider to be, when I play at turtle speed, the city seems to be moving at a normal rate. So turtle to me is normal. If you look at the people walking, if we play at a higher speed, that is not a normal city speed to me. That's pretty fast. So that's one portion of it is I want it to look realistic. The other aspect of it is if you are brand new to SimCity, I recommend playing at turtle speed, not just because it looks more realistic, but when you play at turtle speed, if something is starting to go wrong in your city, you now have more of an opportunity to notice and to react and to possibly take care of it before it becomes a major issue. If you're playing at cheetah speed and you're playing along and you're zoning and you're building and you've got things going on and you develop an issue with whatever service or water or power, many times you don't realize that you've got a problem until it's a major problem at cheetah speed. If you are playing multiplayer, and you're playing multiplayer, because when you're playing offline, everything is being saved to your computer. If you're playing multiplayer and you're playing using using the SimCity servers, so I'm playing at cheetah speed. Right now I have 27,000 residents at cheetah speed online multiplayer. Every once in a while, the server says, "So what's going on with your city?" And the city sends a bit of an update, just a little bit of a packet of information to the server. So it's not constantly saving. If, let's say, the last save is at 27,000 residents, but I get myself up to 30,000 residents, I'm going at cheetah speed, and I leave this city to visit another city, or I do something else such as logging off, it is extremely possible that where you left off is not where the server left off. And if you've played multiplayer before and you've tried to get back into your city and it says it's processing, or you get that dreaded unable to load your city, it's possible that the reason you are unable to load your city is because where you were is different from where the server was, and now you've basically lost the city. And I wonder how many of these cities, because there's an entire section, but I can't remember which region and which server we were on, but there's a section of 3 cities that I would have loved to have visited, and the mayors of those cities, they can't visit their cities either. And I wonder if that had anything to do with it, because also there were great works involved. So was there something that happened where the server could not keep up? And so it just said, you know what, there's and the first clue is when you look at a city plot, and this is multiplayer, but when you look at a city plot and you know for a fact that activity has been taking place there, but the city plot is empty. If the city plot's empty, then that basically means the server got lost. So that's another reason why you want to be careful about cheetah speed if you're multiplayer, even if you are offline. When I am playing, if I'm playing, and let's say I just want to get there's some sections where I want to get some stuff accomplished, and yes, I'm going at cheetah speed. Before I log out, I always drop back down to turtle and I save. You don't have the option of clicking the save button when you're in multiplayer. You just leave your city. So if you're playing multiplayer, what I would recommend, if you know that you are about to log out, or if you're about to go visit somebody else's city, drop down to turtle, let the game run for a few moments at turtle speed, and then go visit somebody's city, or log out of the game. So that's a technical reason for it. The other thing, in addition to that, if you remember, when this game came out, we all talked about, man, how tiny the city plots are. If that's one thing that I could change, I would change the size of the city plots. And I know some mayors, they want basically a completed city. If I were to start a city and start building a city at cheetah speed, this city would be full, finished, complete so much faster. And for me, and that's why I say we're all different, for me, the journey of creating a city, the journey, that's the fun part. I don't want to sit down and start working on a city and shortly thereafter have a complete city or a close to complete city. So that's another reason why I play it at turtle speed. It just looks more realistic. The cars are moving at what I consider to be more of a realistic speed. I can keep up with any potential issues, and I get to enjoy a city plot to the fullest as opposed to starting a city plot and being finished with the city plot much quicker. And then there are times, let's say I really want to get a mega tower constructed. Well, yeah, then I'll speed up to cheetah speed. Or let's say there's something that I want to do. I want to make some money. If I'm in an early city and I'm doing oil and I want some revenue from the oil, and yeah, we'll speed up. But overall, I want to play at turtle speed in order to enjoy it. And I want to play at turtle speed if I'm playing multiplayer in order to have a greater chance that the server understands what's going on and I don't lose a city. All right, now let's go back over here. All right, wonderful. So now let's do this. Let's do this. Let's click on our second city. And we're going to send all 20. Nice. And we were just talking about how important it is to save. Let's save. Now, let's go here. Let's go here. Omega. Let's click on this city. And we've got 22. So actually we have more trucks here. Let's send all of the trucks. There. Nice. So now this city is going to receive over 40 trucks with Omega. Let's do this. Let's click on Omega. And we should. Now, this is one of those situations where we have a city that's up and running. We can go to cheetah speed while we wait. Oh, look. Here they come. Look at the trucks coming from both cities. I'm assuming that's 2 cities worth, unless there's another set, but it doesn't matter. Here come, they're going to go to industry first. And they're going to start depositing at industry. Look, we've already got one franchise, two franchises, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. And then these industrial buildings will start shipping it to commercial locations. Let's do this. Yep, look at that. That's one city. That's the other city. Wonderful. And then off they go. That one set of shipments from the two cities has us at 63% of our industrial buildings. Now 69%, 15% of commercial. We're now in the positive. Let's look. Yeah, look. So we're now at 6,700, 6,096. It fluctuates, but over 6,000 simoleons an hour in profit, which now changed the whole dynamic here. All right, now we're about to approach 10,000 simoleons. Now we are converting this city and turning this city into a money-making city. Do we have any? I wouldn't want to do it there. Do we have any open space? I mean, technically, we've got some space there. Let's do this. Let's put down processor. How about my jobs? Do I have the workforce for it? I do. Let's do this. Let's take this. Let's put this down. Let's get rid of this. Let's put I don't want to delete that build. Let's be safe. Let's put it over here. Let's do that. Let's import. Let's import processors. Let's get some drones in this city. We just got a shipment of processors in, and almost immediately, and all it has to do is go across the street, we'll get those processors shipped from the depot to here. Could have done the VTOL, but this is fine. There you go. Processors. And at some point, it will start producing drones. Ah, look. There they are. Here come drones. Wonderful. And now we will have, oh, that looks almost completely, we're almost at 100%. We still need that building. It needs workers. Look at our commercial buildings, and soon enough, we'll have some residential. We'll have residential, and that will add to our profits. We are producing drones. We're still getting shipments from the other city, and we are now 88% industrial coverage, 54% commercial, and 31% residential. 24,528 simoleon an hour profit. And when you factor in, of course, expenses, this profit actually translates to about, because we also have to take into account we're paying for processors, right about 16. And then what we can do from time to time, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, and the other thing that we can do, oh yeah, that's got plenty of processors. Let's do this. Let's just use locally, so we're not spending. All right, and if you remember this city, let's go back over here. This is our very first city, and we had it set up where it was sending a gift of processors there. So why don't we gift processors there? Let's send, looks like we have about 1,000 crates as of right now. So let's just go ahead and send that 1,000. Wonderful. So even though we are not importing processors as of right now, we're still going to get a shipment from our first city right over there. Awesome. Awesome. We have got excellent Omega coverage now. Industrial, commercial, residential. When we first started sending trucks from the other two cities and this process began, we started out roughly about $6,000 an hour in profit. Then we went just over 11, and now we're at 31,000. Look at that. Excellent. Excellent. I know we're getting a shipment sent over from the other city, but let's go ahead, now that we've got a little bit of a cushion, let's import just a few more. But that is wonderful. A little over half of the city is a franchise. Nearly all of the industrial, 65% of commercial, and just under 50% residential. So Awesome. Awesome. You know what I think would be awesome is this city, which is already a financial powerhouse. Maybe what we do is we divert some or all of the trucks from here to here and see what we can see where we go as far as this city is concerned. That could be interesting. That could be fun, but we'll see. But yeah, this has been good. Great, great day.